Atlanta FaZe. It is over.
To be back here in Arlington for Major 5 feels really, really good. I think last time all of us weren't as comfortable as we could be, but now that we're at the same spot and we're back doing the same thing on land, I think it's going to be really, really fun to just be able to play some COD on land.
Now we're here getting ready for some practice, and super hyped to be here. Super hyped to see the coaches again. It's been a couple of weeks, so in real practice, like we're not doing the online bullshit anymore. So.
I woke up this morning, had to do a COVID test, and that came back negative. And then I was able to do content with the CDL today. And then now we're here doing content for Atlanta FaZe and trying to get our games updated so we can play some COD.
The biggest threat for Major 5 is probably Dallas or Toronto. I know Optic's been looking really good right now. They're probably the third team in that. If anything, I think New York's kind of declined and Optics, on the rise. But overall, probably Dallas, just because of how much they prep kind of for us and kind of just overall how their team works.
Confidence level is at an all-time high, not just for Minnesota, just in COD in general. We had a few rough patches this past couple weeks, but every setback we always try to regain from and bounce it back and just improve from everything. Every loss we've had this year, we've always improved from it. So.
I think the biggest thing that we're really we worked on for this major is our communication, because that was like a little lackluster right before in our scrims. So I think that was the biggest thing that we tried to, get prepared for this event.
Yeah, I'd say our group play for Stage 5 was a lot of us kind of making sure that our weak maps were not that weak anymore and that we could be a menace on any of the maps, That's kind of what our goal was for Stage 5. Obviously, we wanted to come out first in our group, but it's not always going to happen that way. And overall, I think we're in a really good spot for this last major in champs.
This morning, got up, talked to my brother. We're sharing a room because his hotel's farther, so he just stayed with me. Ordered the Starbucks to the room, vibes. Me and Tyler got Starbucks, so I'm keeping a tradition here.
Today I woke up to I think DMs, it was you guys DMing it, so I woke up to that, and then I showered, ordered Chick-fil-A, and then called Tyler, called him a bitch, and just play music on the beats.
Woke up. It's my anniversary with my girlfriend, which is really, really nice. We're gonna celebrate that after the event, just so that we don't have to worry about anything else while we're here. But I got some chicken and waffles, vibed out a little bit, and just took a shower, and now I'm here, so just match ready.
Biggest key to victory is make sure we don't let Standy get on our nerves, because he likes to ego chow us, and it makes us lose full online. But we've played him multiple times in matches. We made sure we've been calm and cool and collective during matches. So we just gotta make sure we're just doing our thing.
I think the one key to victory I would have for us today is just that we have to play structured and just use our teamwork. I feel like once we use our teamwork, no one can really with us. So just use that and we'll be good.
If I had to say a specific player I want to shut down, it'd probably be Standy, because I feel like he's the guy on their team that has his pop off moments. So I would love to shut him down.
Probably Priesta, just to just smoke him, he's my boy. So.
Before this, what?
What the hell? Cut.
I mean, the last event was our first line back, so it's been a year and a half or something like that. So it's been a while, but now I feel like our whole team is comfortable back playing on land again and especially with the crowd. I feel like that's what our team thrives off of. At least Alec, Chris, and Tyler. So I can't wait for that.
Having the one event already back on land would help a ton just with any nerves I think all of us had. But now that we're back a second time, I think none of us are really worried about anything, and we're just super comfortable and just ready to play some COD.
It makes me feel good that we're finally getting back on land, and then this one finally has fans again. So I'm excited just to finally hear that crowd again, go crazy after a crazy 2 or 3 piece.
We're back here. We have no excuse. We're gonna do our thing.
Atlanta FaZe, as we said, they are certainly one of the favourites coming into this competition, and with damn good reason. Looking to get another major under their belt. They've got a long and winding road before we can truly get there, but it's good to see the boys back on land as they make their way towards the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta FaZe, of course, joined by Coach Crowder.
I mean, I know a lot of people in the community like refer to me as like the GOAT or the greatest coach of all time kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people overlook the teams that I've had and the people that I work with. I think that is a big thing as well that goes into a lot of my coaching. Of course, I get to help build the rosters and stuff that I've had, but the people that I work with are super, super hardworking and they're super motivating to be around. So it just makes my job easier as well.
All right, my name is RJ. I'm the assistant coach at FaZe. Over the last 2 seasons, I've just been helping out Crowder, and just winning games. Going into Major 5, our plan is really just to get better at every map in the game. I think so far over the season we've done a great job doing that, but now I think we're at the point where, over the whole season we felt like we've been the best at every map in the game, but now we're showing people.
Team bonding. Gotta make sure the hands are hot. When he drops 40 today, this is why.
My name is John Hartley. I'm the S&D coach for Atlanta FaZe. Me and Atlanta, I'm just extremely grateful. The team has been incredible. Best players in the league by far. And I think the main goal here is to try to just fine tune all the S&D maps that we have left. And then pretty much everything builds up towards champs. Like we're just trying to get everything perfectly and save all the best plays for champs, which is like 2 weeks. Working with the coaches are incredible. Crowder, Goach, RJ does a lot more than people realize. Austin has literally every stat that you could possibly imagine. So I am extremely grateful just to be involved with the team and everyone that's in charge.
Going to that, that end World Championship tournament, right? So the only way we're gonna have that kind of like World Championship mindset is by staying motivated and practicing at the best of our ability at all times and making sure we're going hard in practice, going over VODs, making sure we're still on the same page with our teammates, making sure there's no issues between players or anything like that. So just keeping them focused on just the end goal of just being the hardest working team.
Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta FaZe, of course, joined by Coach Crowder. And looking to see them deal the damage today. And again, whether they truly do it in what a lot of people are expecting to be a 3-0 fashion, I feel that it may be a lot tighter than everyone thinks. Against the snap's not going to be quite enough, but Chance, sweet child of mine, it is 200 to 83, and FaZe are not exactly looking strong. I'm sorry to call the elephant in the room here, but what's going on? Push. Standy keeps the numbers in favour of ROKKR. Sim now, last player left alive in a 1v4, and it is going to be done. ROKKR, wonderful bounce back there in round 2. Better make it a 1v3, as Standy now, last man left up. There is 25 seconds left on this bomb Chance, not a whole lot of time to work with, and an incredibly difficult team to 1v3 against. Good old-fashioned head-to-head. The numbers, though, favouring ROKKR, and now certainly favouring ROKKR. Standing from up high, number 12. Cellium, though, fighting for his absolute life. He goes down, and just like that, back, and again, we are seeing a slow and steady run here. 35 seconds remaining here in the round. Major Maniac looking to get onto the point. Beezy, the lone defender for the time being. This is for the equalizer. Nice play from Major Maniac. Onto the point he goes. Nade's going to be there. Nothing to stop it, so it will land. Simp will get the kill. Priester, though, bringing his submachine gun to the front line. Let's see how well it shoots. Zarsty's now, slowly but surely, forward they go. First segment gone on A. Cellium making the slow and steady break. Here come the streaks from Simp. This should slow down the attack, if not outright stop it. It's going to keep those attackers at bay. Clock still ticking. 25 now remaining Chance.
Oh, and he still finds one with switches and, well, getting tagged up by Nate along their way. You flood out into death. They got on the point just to stop the clock, but Cellium, again, he knows exactly where he needs to look. He doesn't get confused at all. Wipes him off the board. So clean right now for FaZe. The comeback has been made, and now, frankly, trying to run up this lead.
They're looking to get the run up still, though it's attached over by the next hard point, but you have to look for Asties. He's already here. His boys are spawning at the back and attach. You had to deal with one member of FaZe. Now you've got a pair. What will he do, though? Here comes the first. Can't quite get the snap. A lot of damage done, though. Standy's in a position to maybe get these trades, but sneaky he will be. Nice kill. You know, it's Simpson on the other side of the AC unit. He's got to play this one slow and steady. Simp now teetering on the...
Hopefully ice up here. Yeah, bro. Like I feel like we're playing so bad right now. Like the mistakes I'm seeing us make, and it's still close, dude.
That's that demon smile, dude. You know you have a team.
Priester racing gets 2 and Major finds the next, and it's all 4 down for FaZe. And we've got the lead going back into the hands of ROKKR. And then now, Chance, they are moments away from victory. What an unprecedented upset this would be in the league here in the Major. And it is not over yet. You've still got to get a good break.
6 should be on 5. Yeah, we lost. Yeah.
Hello?
We just lost the game off that.
And I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe. And ladies and gentlemen, ROKKR have gone and done it.
Everything I said before the match literally just got thrown out the window and said, we're gonna spring.
It's literally the only shit that gets us exposed.
I mean, because Chris been saying, we've all been saying it, we've addressed it, and then there's days where we get on and we look amazing.
When we were warming up, I said, fuck everything else, just focus on callouts. No one listened. We're all just we're just getting kills, just smoking nothing.
Yeah, so we do it, and then we'll show up for a day or two, we'll look fucking flawless, and then we'll kind of go back to it. It's like we have to start getting into the habit of
Basically play basic ass Call of Duty and everyone just.
Dude, I feel like we're pushing when we need to stay up. Like, we'll go 2 dead, and then we'll just chow everything. And then when we have the numbers, we'll just sit there and fucking wait. It starts with ourselves every time. We only ever lose because of ourselves.
To make sure we don't get caught lacking, we just gotta be on our top game and not worry about gunning so much and worry about like focusing on the little things like our comms, make sure we're doing step 1 before step 2, and just like the simple things of Call of Duty, because I feel like we're straying away from it and it's not helping us at all.
I mean, I honestly think our whole team just like, it's like a whole reality check for our team. I feel like our comms are off and our teamwork is off, and they expose us on that. So I feel like after that loss, our whole team's gonna go back and like watch VODs and try to fix what we messed up on.
Okay, again, even that, like, that wasn't as terrible a challenge. Probably would have been fucking safer, but then look what we do here.
Lord.
Look what we do.
They caught a cold spawn on me?
Not to mention. Ready?
I'm pulling up people and like, I'm about to flip them.
Talking about like, like baiting for each other, like helping each other in the comms, having good comms, saying, come help me, I'm 1 shot, slide for me, like that kind of stuff, and just setting up situations where, we're not going to lose most of the time. Because the match we played yesterday, we were kind of just playing a little hectic, playing pretty frantic, and we didn't have a plan for most of the hills of the hard points.
A lot of just small little plays that we messed up on like really bad. And I feel like if we can, fix those in scrims today, then we'll be all right. I don't think we underestimated them. I mean, we knew that team, they have solid, talent on their team, and their teamwork is really good. We knew that we had to come out and match their teamwork and like have really good communication to beat them, and we just didn't, and that's why we lost.
I look at it, I just can't understand anything.
Can't see a coach tweeting on
a little bit of scan.
Oh, I got scanned? I think the #1 thing we take out of today's practice is that we slow the game down and actually listen to each other. I feel like that was our biggest issue yesterday. If you go into the listening, there's a lot of us just saying, calm down, everyone relax, listen to each other, and we said it, but it's like, we said it just to say it, and we actually didn't do it. It was just us like filling in the comms and trying to make everyone like, whatever.
To prep for tomorrow, I mean, our whole team's just gonna like watch VODs and just try to like talk about what we like messed up on, and try to just fix our mistakes. And then tomorrow we're gonna come out and try to like just show that we fixed them and just try to play our game.
It doesn't matter if they're Optic Gaming, Dallas Empire, or even Seattle or Paris or London, one of those teams. I'm always gonna have the same confidence. I trust my teammates. We do this. We made this team just for this. Like, I always have trust and confidence in my teammates over any other team.
From the coach's perspective, I'd say our S&D looked good for the most part. I liked our predictions were really good. We were out. I would say we were out thinking them for the most part. We were in the right spots. We just would throw our life away, or we wouldn't hold a setup correctly, or we were too indecisive. Even though we were in the right spots, we would kind of like go back and forth, and it'd catch us off guard. And I feel like Minnesota really took advantage of just those little split seconds of being out of place.
You're just not going to beat many top teams in the league playing like that. And I mean, as you guys saw, like the maps are still close as hell. So like that just shows how good we can be on any given day and how good we should be.
To each other, like what needs to be held, because like not everyone is going to be like on top of the same page, like everyone like thinking the same way. And it's like we don't speak at all. So then Tyler goes to help Long, which honestly, it looks bad in the mini-map, but I see where you're coming from in the moment, Tyler.
Yeah.
But then look at this. MC turns around because now he's like, we have no one long. Like, we can't, like, all do this shit. Like, and if the comms weren't frantic, which we listened to, this would have been a lot easier.
As the head coach, I guess the analysis of what happened yesterday was just we played like shit. I mean, I think from top to bottom, we didn't make any good plays on the map for almost every single map we played. Even the Garrison control, we looked good, but there were still some issues there. But I just think it was one of the days where we showed up and we weren't playing with like the team at all. There was a lot of 1v2s that we were taking instead of 2v1s. We weren't doing a lot of baiting switching. We weren't doing very good holds. I think our hold percentage was like 35%, and the league average hold percentage is about 80. So you can see that you're not going to win any hard points doing that. But there was a lot of mistakes yesterday, and that's going to happen. But I think the positives of that, like obviously focusing on that, is that we know what we did wrong. We saw what we did wrong, and this team is very good and very mature where it comes to, you know, they see what they're doing wrong and they're going to work on it. So the positives is that it's happening now and not, you know, right a couple days before champs or during champs. So this event for us is going to be a really good eye opener to see like what the actual issues are that are happening on LAN when it's in match format and it's not just online or whatever you want to say. And I think we can go a long way from there. So that's probably the positive side of it.
Literally a better cameraman than me. Unbelievable.
And what's our choices on Garrison? Are we still playing Garrison now?
Spicy.
Styrofoam was crazy.
Yeah. Fire action.
I'm pretty excited. I think bringing fans back for the first time in a year, it's kind of crazy because last time I did this, I was crying and got knocked out. So hopefully we could turn it or do a little 180 and just flip that shit.
Yeah, it'll be super fun to have fans back and kind of just feel the energy of the room again. And it's been so long that I feel like it'll be weird at first, but it's gonna be super cool to have fans back.
I believe the day reset definitely helped us go over a couple things that we definitely need to work on. You could tell that we were a little iffy on a couple things like holding hills. Our breaks were really good, but holding hills like super bad, and like we had a whole day to talk about it, go over it, and even scrim. I'm pretty sure we got 3 scrims yesterday. So the whole day was great.
So overall, I think the main problem we have right now at this tournament is just our hard points. We can't really hold the hill, and that we're just playing a little bit too fast. So after yesterday, we kind of just had a talk about how bad it really was, and I think we all now have a clear understanding of what we have to do.
Oh, it was super serious. We had no ass slaps going on yesterday, so that's how you knew we're in business mode. But I think yesterday was one of the most just positive days for us. I think it was another day like where we sat down and had to talk with each other and like tell each other like what we're doing wrong, and like we haven't had that since I believe we lost to LAG. So it was really good, and hopefully we can turn around and show people what we do. Out of game, I'd probably be getting my own room away from MC. He's grabbing asses, he's doing his thing, and I f***ing hate this man.
I have no fucking sympathy.
FaZe spawning all the way across the map. Seattle might be able to close this one out.
It looks good. FaZe, they don't have a lane. They don't have an opportunity. Can anybody get here in time? Can zip around the corner. And no! The Surge answering in the opening hard points. More Pristini, now 3-0, getting tagged up, brought to 15 HP, tosses the trophy and decides to maybe go for the defuse. Zip is here, Abizi from the top, and now it all comes down to Classic. In a crazy 1 versus 2, everybody's shots are firing, there are trophies going, there are bombs being planted. But as the dust settles, it's Atlanta. One for the digits, but now Abizi takes down Classic, unless he's on it. He's on it, but Easy spots his head, takes him down. You saw the entirety of the round. Folks, that is about to change. Arsedy's first player here, trade, going the way of Surge and Classic. Once again, having something to say. He gets taken down by the nade, but his job, without a doubt, is done. Abeezy continuing to win fights as it's all down to Octane versus the Tiny Terrors. He's got the pistol out. It got a little bit close, a little bit dicey. Does what he can. It's a major one there versus Simp. A massive fight for him to take. As now it's a 1 versus 3 inside of the hard point, and Arcedy falls. It's a 1-point game, but Surge, they've rotated. They're prepared. How do FaZe come off of spawn? Simp instantly met with some fire. Great awareness from Prestini, as now he puts the Krig away. It's time for the 74U to go to work, as that'll be 2 for him. 5 points away. 5 points away from the Surge. Can they get us to a game 5? And you bet they will. Find out in a very quick manner. Arsedy's putting in a few bullets toward the tractor, as here comes the nade. That could be big. That's massive as Octane's able to find the first Classic. Everybody explodes, and that will be it! That will be it, Seattle! Getting one of the biggest upsets in CDL history.
It's just not enough. Like, there's something that we have to figure out, because right now not everyone is on the same page or confident on the same page, and it's very evident of the why we're off.
It like felt like on Moscow we were trying to help each other, but like there's just, I don't know, we just have to get like a little bit more loose.
Like, look at our control compared to our hard point. Why is it so different on how our teamwork is? Like, it's literally so different. And it's like the same base, it's basically the same shit, just different handles.
There was like situations like that for all 4 of you guys, like just over and over and over and over again, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I watching? The only thing that's going to change is us getting to the bottom of what the hell is going on.
No one's going to be talking about it until we win champs.
Yeah.
Literally nobody.
You don't even remember this. You guys got 6 to whatever before you guys won champs. My team did the same fucking shit. We got smoked before we won champs. Like, yeah. That don't matter. The only thing that matters is us getting to the bottom of it.
So after losing to Minnesota, we kind of went back and watched our match back, and we mainly found in our hard points we just weren't playing at all the same as we were in our scrims. And, you know, we were taking bad chows here and there. We weren't really trusting each other with certain situations, and we also weren't taking a second to, you know, calm down and kind of realize that, you know, oh, I need to be the person that takes this route, or I need to be the person blocking this, or, you know, certain situations like that. So
playing against Preston, it's just one of those matches you don't want to lose no matter what. Like, no matter what, I want to beat him, but it's whatever. He beat me. I still cheered him on afterwards. I tried helping him, but he lost the next match. That's what pissed me off the most. He beat me and just threw it away next match. But I think we had to take a couple of days. But other than that, the communication's been good. Teamwork's been a lot better the last couple of days, and I don't know. I think we're all just happy to be playing again.
Yeah, I mean, our whole team had a team talk after we all got back home and like had like a day off and stuff. So I mean, yeah, our team had a good team talk, and our team's very confident in just the next tournament.
So after losing to Minnesota, I think the biggest thing that we need to work on is just like kind of calming down in the hard points and slowing down the communication and just like working on the basics. I think sometimes with how much talent we have on this team and how good we can be and how good we have been this entire year, you get ahead of yourself sometimes and you try and do a little bit too much, or you're trying to be too perfect. And when you're trying to be too perfect, that's actually when more mistakes actually happen. So it was more or less trying to get them to come back to the basics a little bit in hardpoint. The other 2 game modes weren't really too bad for us. Yeah, there were some issues in Search and Destroy, but I'm not too worried about those, to be honest. But just overall, the main focus for hardpoints was just kind of going back to the basics and just doing the basic things in Call of Duty that win you games, and not trying to do like, you know, superstar hero plays. And I think that was probably the main issue for us.
Well, getting off of Moscow, still one of our stronger maps. I think it comes down to the hard points too. I feel like the momentum we're not getting off of the hard points are stemming over to our map 2 picks. Even the players have felt that as well. If we're gonna break down individually on the maps itself, we're not sticking to the game plan as often, and we're having too many man down situations where we're blowing the round or we're not trusting each other, holding like middle, and 2 people will pick it up, and then someone will sneak through, and it breaks the whole setup. Just it comes down to just the same small talk issues that we may be having in hard points where we're like getting broken, are the same little mistakes that we're having happen in S&D, and our setups are getting broken. So something that everyone's aware of, something that the communication is definitely going to be on point for, and something we've definitely all been working on heading towards champ.
You know, I think that's the first time ever any of us really kind of got smoked like that, you know, on a team like this. So it's definitely a good wake-up call, and kind of just a reality check that, you know, teams are catching up, and that we do need to keep putting in the work and just loosen up and start, you know, vibing out again.
Whatever it may be, you have to make sure you're open and honest with each other. And I think this loss, just like the loss, you know, all the way at the beginning of the season when we lost to Florida in the preseason, really, you know, showed us that like we have to be more of a team and we have to be more of a unit, like in this together kind of thing. Like we're not here for ourselves, we're here to win as a team. So I think this loss really, really helped with that. I personally, as a coach, I think it, like the way I approached it and the way, you know, we talked about it after wasn't all just like, you know, kind of raging at them and making sure they're doing the right plays. There was a lot more to it. And I think stuff like this is what defines you as a competitor and what defines you as a team, right? Like you lose things like this and come back stronger. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's something that's really underlooked in esports and just in general. So I think it helped us a lot. I think we're going to come back stronger, and I think we've become a better team from it.
Being here for these last 3 weeks, we know how important champs is, and we know how important that loss meant. It didn't really mean that much to us, even though we lost a major. We just knew going to that major, it's like, it won't be the end of the world if we lose, but we didn't expect to lose that way. Like, just getting double rounded. I think our heads were not in the right spot. I think we were worried more about the monitors than actually getting better. So it kind of screwed us, and I think any team could have beat us in the hard point that week, and it showed. I don't think we won.
Biggest issue is just working together, trusting each other, because if the boys are doing that, the first bloods will be there. Just can't have like in-game breakdowns, and we should be valid.
The energy going to the match with Seattle was really good. It's just a great feeling being in front of fans again, even if you're getting booed, cheered, whatever. If they're cheering for your brother, who cares?
To have fans back, it for sure felt a lot like normal, like how COD events used to be, and I kind of liked it. I like having the crowd environment whenever we're playing. Just them screaming for either team is cool, so it for sure felt normal.
So going to our Seattle match, when we got on stage, I was a little bit kind of surprised that the fans, or at least there were a lot of fans booing us. I feel like it was mainly, you know, us against the world while we were there. And I don't think any of us were really expecting it. Not that it really mattered that much, but it was definitely something like weird with the Seattle match.
Personally, I think it's funny when people boo and stuff. Like, you know, that's awesome. I've been booed a lot of my career, you know, playing against some of the other teams. And when you're playing as well as we are and having such a good season, you know, I think our players are great guys, really nice people. And obviously, you know, it sucks that they get booed, but at the same time, like, people obviously don't want to keep seeing you win. And these guys have won 3 out of 4 or 3 out of 5 majors, and they're going in the champ. So, you know, so like, people just kind of want to see the opposite of that. And the way to kind of combat that is just, you know, win the tournament. You know, it doesn't really matter what they say. The only people that you're playing for is yourself, right? If champs is in LA and there is crowds, I think FaZe will have a pretty big presence out here too. So hopefully we have some more support back here too.
To all the fans out there supporting us, I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope we can take home the chip for you guys at COD Champs.
Woo!